Hey, so with the Recovering Perfectionist Diaries today, this morning I've had a little time with my coffee and listening to podcasts and kind of reflecting in a little journal here. And a little breakthrough for me today is I've been, I have such fear and guilt of being a burden and a weight to specific people in my life. And I'm sure other people who have talked to know this, or you might feel the same way in your own way. But like, feel very burdened. Like, I am a big burden to my parents, particularly, and to my boyfriend. And I have this fear and feel guilt and shame that I'm a financial burden to them and that I'm not contributing enough, that I'm not pulling my weight, and that fear or that guilt or shame, I don't know what you want to call it, that whole blob, is a big driving force in a lot of the actions I take and the choices that I make, and what hinders me from not doing certain things or things like that, because I am so motivated by my intimacy and I feel very relied upon. I really want to please the people in my life, and that's not a bad thing, but like, it can trigger certain actions that aren't necessarily the healthiest, maybe, or it's just something to be mindful of, that's something that you can relate to as well. I think a lot of perfectionists deal with this matter, and I was looking online today about like getting fully certified in like food psychology coaching, and that certification cost and like how much that tuition. I mean, I'm in the last run, like literally 5 weeks till graduating with my MFA in arts leadership, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use that degree right away, because it's not like, it's just not literally calling my passions. Like, it doesn't light my soul on fire to be to be working within an arts organization, at least right now, and that might shift in 6 months or 6 years or 60 years. You never know. I mean, like, my background is from the arts admin world and the art, and as a singer, and there's a part of my identity that it really does carry there, and that ties into a little bit of the fear because of this guilt and shame, because I feel so burdened by how much, I'm so thankful for my family for being there to help me with pursuing in college like a career potential in opera, and studying that and creating a student-led opera company at age 20, 19 or 20, and for donating so much time and money into like me pursuing opera programs that were not cheap, and for summers and stuff like that. And then going into grad school, it's like the support I've had there as well. I'm luckily not super in debt because of financial help, but and now I feel like, because I've shifted from career paths to being like, so much is like from college through post-grad to now, it's just like I feel really scared to even shift. I feel such a weight because I'm in the final countdown, like I should pay back. I should pay back like everything, and I don't want to be that burden, and I know they don't feel that way towards me, but it's a big part of what's going on. And like, I think through that transition and fear of failing them, and fear of not being able to find quote unquote job that pays back all the bills and stuff like that, and contributing what feel like I've taken from them, specifically for my parents, it's like I feel afraid to change, to take a different direction. And I really feel this call to heal, to bring a space to heal, especially for those that may relate to my story of like struggling with weight, with body image, and learning more and wanting to learn more about wellness. And I have this space there. I really wanted to pursue my entrepreneurial spirit, but being creative in that way, it's like, it's not financially super stable, at least for the beginning stages, because you want to like keep finding something new and growing, and it's not like, I don't think I'll feel settled in just a 9-to-5 job, for 35 years. I'm not discrediting it. I know for myself, like, I'm more like my mom. Like, I need to just, like, try, like, I like doing lots of different projects and different things, and being creative and creating. I think I have the spirit to, like, create new businesses and empower people with businesses, and I love the wellness community, and I want to grow in my own personal journey with wellness, but I feel scared to even pursue once I graduate with my MFA, like, what, like, really am interested in getting certified, like, officially through something, because I want that credibility. I want to know, like, that is under my belt. I feel like even just, like, the $7,000 or whatever I would be such a weight, and I love teaching yoga, and the connections I build with my students, but it doesn't necessarily mean I earn a whole lot of income, because our system hasn't really valued that monetarily, unless you find a really rich patron that just wants you, in a way, to be their teacher. But anyway, I just want to share this because I know a lot of people will resonate with this message, especially young 20-somethings that maybe have gone through college and are in debt and are post-grad, and you feel scared to make the changes in your life. And I don't have the answer right now. I don't know if I'll ever have the answer, but I feel like at least sharing that this discomfort and knowing and observing that this fear and shame of being a financial weight to my parents particularly, but then, like, what that means when I enter into a long-term relationship, like with my boyfriend, or what that means when I do get married someday, like, what that means in that way I carry. And I know that fear is limiting me career-wise, and that guilt burdens me down into what I want to pursue. And I don't know, I call this action to you to take time to observe where you feeling like where your guilt and shame chains you down. Are you in a place where you want to shift and transition, but you're afraid to because of that guilt and shame? Or, like, how, maybe I don't have the answers right now necessarily how to unbreak that, but at least talking about and addressing where the source comes from, and maybe that fear and guilt and shame might be a trigger for something in your life that you were controlling of and you want to let go, like, that's not serving you, whether it's food, exercise, alcohol, drugs, TV. What is that, place to numb out where you're wanting to go, but you feel stuck, or not necessarily stuck, but, like, that self-set limitations, self-set fears, and maybe at least talking about it first might be that first step. Talk about it with yourself in a journal or vlog. That's my little awakening of today with my Perfectionist Diaries. Talk to you guys soon.